lot of y'all females be listening to this story, especially y'all young girls. And a lot of y'all guys be listening to this story. Y'all niggas are disrespectful as hell. It's crazy. Yeah, for real, look. I remember this story my mama told a lot about this little broken-hearted girl who grew up with a cop. When sexy Lexy was born, her mama never wanted her. Abandoned her in the trap, no one knew who her father was. She was there for 2 days straight, crying her eyes out. Then the North Duty cops and lawyers decided to find out. Broke the wood down, climbed in, got it, and climbed out. Started to wild out, finally had something to smile about. He was a single, well-paid officer, so luckily he turned a baby in and the judge granted him custody. He looked in her eyes and said, "I'ma name you Lexy." Lexy smiled as she was used to him. By next week, Lexy was set for life. At 7, was on the sports team. Baseball, ponies, Barbie mansions, and girl dreams. Everything the girl could ever want, this little girl seen. But everything changed from age 8 to 14. Started growing the body. Daddy looked at her different. Knowing it's not his daughter and he's her only protection. He's sticking, smoking, and sniffing. Beers all over the kitchen. A private house in the woods so we knew nobody would listen. Sexy Lexy was sleeping. Beautiful Puerto Rican girl with his white cop pops walking around creeping. He turned the knob on the door. Lexy opened an eye up. Deep sleep though, it was tough for Lexy to rise up. Creeped up behind her, closed the door in silence. Poor little Lexy couldn't change, she a dime now. Jumped on her all crazy, he started ripping her clothes off. Lexy started screaming, he knocked her out, she dozed off. Ate her pussy and fucked her, nasty motherfucker. She was only 8, there was blood all over the covers. He hit it in all positions and did himself in the kitchen. Lexy woke up and knew her innocence was missing. Blood all over the floor, there was blood all over his balls. Nigga blew his brains out, there was blood all over the walls. Lexy could barely walk, called the cops, he could barely talk. FBI came in, the scene was looking berserk. They threw her into the shower and rushed her ass to the hospital. Got her stitched up, she was Oakland 8 kilometers. You see, the problem was she had to go to a foster home, and the one who raised her and raped her was the only pop she'd known. Confused of this world, she was scared of the fucking glow. Then this white lady grabbed her hand and said, "Let's go." Lexy bit her in the arm, started blowing her towards the door. Ran a couple blocks, dipped her to a corner store. Some 16-year-old drug dealer kid saw her, ran down on her. I asked her who bothered her. She's like, "My mom is dead and I never knew who my mama was." He's like, "You're my sister, you can stay with us." Follow us, follow them. Right into a house just like her father's was. He's like, "It's just us, mom and dad, you make 5 of us." Mama was a prostitute, daddy was a hustler. The sister was 11 and the son was making love to her. But everybody fucked with them, they always kept the money up. Had to talk to Lexy and convinced that she was one of them. A few years passed by, Lexy's sister had babies. Lexy was 14, looking like a grown lady. Fucking kept it wavy, sucking dick kept it wavy. Her brother was 22 and was fucking her every day. She was jumping house to house, fucking niggas mouth to mouth. Living on them niggas' couches. Every day she was fucking another nigga for nothing. The sex appeal was a hustle. She just want someone to love her. She met a boy her age. They fell in love at first sight. Lexy brought her home and she let him fuck on her first night. He never tasted sky air. He was on his first flight. Little sexy Lexy showed his engine how to work right. She moved in with him. Even started to be faithful. He told mama she was pregnant and she staying cause he say so. He ain't know shit, but he knew he was in love. He went to take a piss. Started leaking out blood. Little nigga was nervous. He forgot to use the rubber. Then went and grabbed the ratchet. Then he asked her if she loved him. She said she wasn't in love, but she forgot that she had AIDS. And then the devil came out and he laid fire into her face. Dragged the body to the basement. Stood over her and prayed and blew his brains out so he could be with Lexy every day. R.I.P.